Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and day 14 of our Shadow Work Journal Prompt series. Today we are thinking about someone who has hurt us very deeply, and we are going to write them a letter saying all of the things that we have always wanted to say. My favorite way of doing this is to write a letter of forgiveness. I'm not going to share a whole lot about this. Is an exercise that I have done before, and I'm not going to share a whole lot about that because it was very deeply personal. It involves someone very close to me, and what has been said has been said. So I don't really want to share the particulars of that because I don't feel like we should air dirty laundry with others that could potentially hurt them in a public way. So that being said, when I wrote this letter and when you write this letter, I think it's very important that you come from a place of not accusing, because that's not going to really help. What we're trying to do is reach a point of forgiveness, acceptance of what happened that you can't really change, that it's already happened, it's in the past, and we're trying to gain forgiveness for ourselves, not because the other person we feel deserves our forgiveness or will be appreciative of our forgiveness, because sometimes that's not the case, and we really can't come from a place where we're expecting an apology. When we forgive, we do it for our own self. We do it so that we can let go of that trauma and process through it. Otherwise, it just kind of sits and we spiral over and over and over again on this same thing, right? So what we're going to try and do is not demonize the person who hurt us. We're going to try and think about things objectively. They're a person with feelings and thought patterns, and they make mistakes. No one is perfect. And so I would assume that most of the time people would not intentionally hurt us. So when we write this letter, we're going to look at it from that perspective. We're going to think about the thing that happened. We're going to start before it happened and think of the events that led up to it. We're going to process that portion. We're going to talk about how that made us feel when it did happen. We're going to think about maybe how the other person felt when that happened. And then we're going to write the words of forgiveness to this person, and that we know that they might have been feeling this way when that happened. And then we're going to hang on to that letter because I have something that we're going to do with it here in a couple of days. So when you write this letter, try not to think through it too much. I want you to sit down and just start writing, and write every single thing until you feel like you have poured every bit of what might have happened out, every word you have ever wanted to say. Don't worry about thinking if you're going to give it to this other person. You're really just trying to get every ounce of what is in you out onto paper without stopping. And then hang on to that letter if you can. Put it in a safe place if you have to. And we will process that here in a couple of days. I would love if you would subscribe to the channel so that you can join in each day as these prompts come to you. If you would like to see the entire series because you're catching up, that is going to be here. And a video that YouTube thinks you'd like will be here. And the next video in the series will be here. And I will see you back here for day 15. Take care.